Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching my vlog today. Today I want to talk to you about the future of marketing, and the future of marketing is in outer space. Space is the next frontier of industry, and it is the ultimate blue ocean. This is a market where there is a void that needs to be filled by a company, and it will happen, and as marketing students, we should be prepared to take advantage of that. Competition is sparse right now, and there are a few very high-profile companies operating, but as I mentioned, wide blue oceans as far as we can see. The possibilities for innovation are endless in medical, energy resources, tourism. The future of the human race is commerce, science, and culture in outer space. The first trillionaire will come from the space industry. So as I mentioned before, let's talk about blue oceans for a little bit. So what is a blue ocean? A blue ocean is defined by the creation by a company of a new uncontested market space that makes competitors irrelevant and that creates new consumer value, often while decreasing costs. So a great example that we learned about during the course of our studies was SodaStream. SodaStream recognized that there was a void in consumers' habits where they could not create their own sodas at home on demand and in a more healthy way than what they could get from Coke or Pepsi. SodaStream stepped into that blue ocean, filled that void, and now they are one of the most valued traded companies on the Dow. So interplanetary commerce, as I mentioned, is full of blue oceans. There is a limited market space in medical, energy production, and transportation and logistics. So let's take a look at some of the high-profile companies that I mentioned at the beginning that are currently operating in space. So, and also some of the lessons that we can really learn from them. So SpaceX, a famous company founded by Elon Musk, founder of Tesla, the Boring Company. A lot of stuff going on, but their long-term goal is the colonization of Mars. So not just sending people there to take a look around and come back, they want to actually establish a new society on Mars. Think of the possibilities for marketing that are brought about by the establishment of a new society. So some of the significant accomplishments thus far, the primary significant accomplishment for SpaceX is the development of reusable rockets. Reusable rockets are a boon to the consumer, their customers, in that every time you want to send something into space, you don't have to buy a new rocket. You can just rent one that recently landed. Additionally, it benefits the company in that they don't have to keep building new rockets. They can reuse their fleet they already have developed. Now, the second company I'd like to look at is Bigelow Aerospace, founded by Robert Bigelow, owner of Comfort Suites. Great hotels. I don't know if you had a chance to stay in one, but I recommend it. So Bigelow Aerospace is their main goal, and their drive right now with their company is to send inflatable habitats into outer space. So what that looks like is Bigelow Aerospace takes a inflatable habitat, they shrink it down until it can fit inside of a rocket, shoot it into outer space, and then re-inflate that habitat. This provides more room for customers to create hotels, leisure activities, whatever they can dream of in this giant habitat. Really cool concept. The third company I like to look at operating in space right now is Blue Origin, founded by Jeff Bezos, also the founder of Amazon. As of this vlog, the most wealthy man in the world. So if you do some research on Jeff Bezos, he is an avid sci-fi fan and a long-time advocate of science. Their mission statement on the Blue Origin website is millions of people living and working in outer space. Right now, Blue Origin is simply focused on tourism, so they send a couple people up in outer space, they get to take a couple good selfies, call mom from outer space, and bring them right back down. But obviously, based on their mission statement, their goals are much grander for the long term. So what are some of those possibilities for innovation? The first being medical applications. The first pacemaker was developed in outer space. There have been multiple studies on bone density, cancer, and human longevity conducted on the International Space Station. Let's look at power generation. Solar is unlimited in outer space. There is no nighttime. There are no clouds to block your solar panels. There was a recent experiment by the Japanese government where they attempted to beam solar energy from orbit to the Earth with microwaves. Think of the groundbreaking potential there for unlimited solar power. the mining of interplanetary resources. It was recently brought to light that one asteroid studied had enough platinum in its core that it would crash the global platinum commodities market. Think of the marketing opportunities there. Tourism, Virgin Galactic, Blue Origin, SpaceX, all plan tourist activities in space, and some have already had their first customers. So there's even plans by SpaceX to circumnavigate the moon with a billionaire customer of theirs. So just amazing opportunities for innovation, and as marketing students, for us to have great plans for our futures up there. All right, so as I mentioned, space truly is the future of the human race. Think what our species will look like in 50 years from now. We will have regular travel to space, regular commerce between the Earth, Mars, the asteroid belt. Think about what a lunar Olympics would look like. Can you imagine the javelin throw or the long jump on the moon? Think of these opportunities that these markets provide to our species. If you knew now what you do 50 years ago, what industries would you be invested in? What would you be targeting your career towards? Probably IT, telecom, and data processing. The next 50 years is in outer space. So where are we right now? We are on the verge of a new era in humanity. This era is full of promise and potential business opportunities. The world's first trillionaire will be made in this new industry. If it's not you as a marketing student, it'll be somebody else. Capture the future of marketing in outer space. Thank you.